So over the past 8 to 10 years, I've tried all sorts of ways of making money online, including online surveys, if you remember those, selling t-shirts, and even selling balloons. In today's video, I'm going to share the 4 methods that have made me the most money online out of everything that I've ever tried. Hey guys, my name is Nick, and here we talk about all things tech, reading, finance, and lifestyle. Now just a quick disclaimer before we get into the actual video. None of these methods are get-rich-quick schemes. There's no such thing as get-rich-quick if there's anything I've learned over the last 10 years. If you're really serious about making any sort of proper money online, it really takes a lot of hard work, perseverance, and learning. With that said, let's get into number 1, which is eBay. And I'm not just talking about selling old stuff on eBay. I'm talking about making an actual eBay business. So essentially my story is I had some old used video games that I didn't want anymore, and so I decided to put them on eBay and get rid of them. And they sold super quick, which I wasn't entirely expecting, and so I thought, there's actually a bit of a market here for used video games. So I had a bit of a hunt around on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, and I found someone selling a big box of secondhand video games for about 150 bucks. And I managed to haggle him down to 120. I went and picked up the video games, and I decided even if I don't sell any of these games, I've only risked 120 bucks, which isn't too bad. But sure enough, I cleaned up all the cases, I took photos of all the games and listed them all on eBay, and they started to sell. And as they sold, I just used the profits that I was making, the small profits I was making from each game, and used them to buy more used video games. At the time, I was on summer break from university, and so I spent a solid four months probably doing this just week in, week out. And within 12 months, I was making over $1,000 in sales each week just selling these used video games. And the cool thing is that you can really do this with any secondhand product that you know there's a market for. It might be clothes, it might be video games, it might be old used tech. But I think the key thing is that it has to be a product that you understand really well or that you're really familiar with, because then when you're out looking for the used items, you know how much to buy them for so that you can actually make a profit. I ended up building a whole brand around this eBay business, and at one point I probably had around 800 to 1,000 video games just in my bedroom. And even though I no longer operate this business, I still have quite a collection of old used video games. And let me know in the comments if you're interested in hearing more about this eBay business that I started and why I discontinued it. So the number 2 way that I've made over $1,000 online is through Amazon. Now, if you're interested in making money online, you've probably seen those ads on YouTube or Facebook selling Amazon FBA courses, and they promise that you'll make hundreds of thousands of dollars. And while I can't really vouch for those courses or not, considering I've never actually taken one, I do know that it is actually possible to make good money through Amazon FBA. Now, the key thing here, again, is that you have to put in a lot of work at the beginning before you start. And for me, I spent around 6 months just learning how Amazon FBA actually worked before I even started looking for a product. Because there definitely is a bit of a steep learning curve when it comes to Amazon FBA if you've never done something like that before. Because you have to learn how to research a product, you have to learn how to brand, you have to learn how to contact suppliers in another country, likely China, to source your product. And then you have to get it all shipped over to the country that you're selling it in, whether it's US or in your own country like Australia. And then you have to get positive reviews and do your own marketing on the product. So there's definitely a lot of components to think about and learn within Amazon FBA, but I found it a really great learning experience. I learned so much doing it. I ended up selling giant confetti balloons, which were really popular at the time. And within 6 months of starting to sell them, I'd made around $3,000 in profits. Now, again, I didn't continue this business for various reasons, but I'm sure I could have made a lot more money than that if I'd persevered. Now, the third way to make over $1,000 online is a pretty basic one, but it's through Facebook Marketplace. I've definitely made over $1,000 in the last couple of years just selling old used things that are lying around my house. Now, of course, this isn't really a business idea per se, but it's a great way to make some quick cash and clear out the clutter in your house. And it's kind of surprising the things that do actually sell on Facebook Marketplace. Things that you wouldn't really expect. I mean, I've sold old used backpacks, I've sold used candles, and even old empty photo albums that are being used. So the final way that I've made over $1,000 online is actually through YouTube. And again, this is one that is a slow burn and you have to put in effort and time in the beginning before you actually make any money. I put in a lot of hours for maybe 4 to 6 months before I made even a single dollar. But once I started adding in referral links, I had a sponsored video, got monetized recently, I've been able to recently tip over the $1,000 mark in total. So if you have something that you're interested in and you're really passionate about and you're willing to make content about it on a regular basis for a long period of time, then it will eventually to start to make you money. But like I initially said, if there's anything you take away from this video, it's that you really do have to put in a lot of time, energy, perseverance, and hard work to make proper money online. Sure, there's quick and easy ways to make a little bit of money, but if you want to make $1,000 plus, you actually have to put in some solid time and effort. I really believe that if you learn to develop solid perseverance, as well as learn to really enjoy the learning process and not be so concerned about the destination, then eventually you'll have some level of success with an online business, or even in a regular physical in-person business. And I've even been lucky enough to have the opportunity to run multiple physical service businesses. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, then definitely leave me a comment. Otherwise, if you're interested in more finance related videos, particularly to do with investing, then be sure to check out my investing playlist. Other than that, I hope you have the very best day today, and I'll see you very soon in the next video.